for you, too, because you are Jewish, but and the largest rise of hate in this country of late has been anti-Semitic hate. But there's also a rise, to some degree, of Islamophobia as well. What's your responsibility as an MP in that regard?
Well, the responsibility is just the same. Whether there's a rise in Islamophobia, whether there's the rise in anti-Hindu sentiment, which we have seen with vandalism on temples, this is not acceptable. And we need more than politicians coming out on Twitter with a symbol saying, well, hate doesn't belong in Canada. Well, you know what, guys? It's here. And there are certain things that we should be doing about it. And I hope that, I hope that the leadership of the government is listening to people who feel unsafe, whether they practice Islam or Judaism or Hinduism or Sikhism or anything. Whether you pray on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, it doesn't matter. You should feel protected in this country.
And what size of crowd would you say was there yesterday?
Well, I don't have numbers in a drone, but I would say somewhere between 10 and 15,000. But I really don't know. I think the police have the estimates because we saw some drones in the sky, and I suspect there's some good photos from there. But it was people from all over the country. I saw friends from Winnipeg and Vancouver, and certainly lots from Toronto and Montreal who had bussed in. We saw lots of young people. I think lots of people who got to skip school that day to come and participate in something truly historical.
All right. So it was obviously a large crowd, is what we're saying. What did you make of the fact that all of a sudden there were like 500 people who found themselves with no transportation temporarily yesterday? And I'm asking you because some people are intimating that in itself was anti-Semitic because it was like, oh, they just decided not to take us to Ottawa.
Well, you know what? I think the litigators on this one are sharpening their skates, so we'll figure out what happened. But this was something that happened in Washington. They had a big rally in Washington last month, and many of the buses were canceled, and so they knew that this was a possibility. I think that the federations in all of the cities, the Jewish federations, they accounted for that. They did everything that they could do and pay in advance, and it still happened. So I think they'll have time to figure out why, but it certainly doesn't look good and it doesn't smell good, and I hope the company pays for that. But my understanding is that with all of the chat groups, with all of the community, together online now, lots of people figured out a way to get here, and I don't think that there were that many people who were stranded in Toronto or in Montreal.
Well, somebody just wrote in from Simcoe as they're listening to you and me, Melissa, and this also includes freedom from religion, separation of state and religion. I think this is a confused person because nobody's being forced to belong to any religion in this country.
Yeah, look, this is the point. You can pray on Friday, you can pray on Saturday, you can pray on Sunday, or you don't have to pray at all. That's the beauty of this country, and nobody's forcing you to do anything. And I think we should have a place in this country for everybody to celebrate whatever they want to celebrate.
Do you think you can tell the difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Israel?
Well, I think they become one and the same. I think that there is plenty of things that are said that are under the guise of anti-Israel, and they're deeply anti-Semitic. I think some of the genocidal chants that we've heard. I don't know how to explain this to people who don't know, but from the river to the sea doesn't include the state of Israel. So, and that doesn't include the Jewish people. They are the people with a state, and when you talk about wiping it off the face of the earth, it's hard to imagine how that's anything but anti-Semitism.
Melissa Lantsman is the deputy Conservative leader and MP for Thornhill. Thank you, and she was at the rally yesterday. Thousands of pro-Israel demonstrators on Parliament Hill. Appreciate your time here as always. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
TikTok traffic cop Sean Shapiro will join us. So if you have traffic questions, be happy to hear from you. You can text them in or line up on phone, and we'll get the answers. I found myself suddenly breaking the law yesterday in traffic, and I'm going to see what Sean Shapiro has to say about it coming up on the iHeartRadio Talk Network.
You're listening to Jerry Agar on the iHeartRadio Talk Network. News News Talk 1010 Toronto.
The province reaching a tentative deal with public elementary teachers.
More news.
I'm glad that there won't be a strike. It's better to do work so you can get smarter.
More talk.
In the midst of a mental health crisis.
More incentive to talk about it, just let people know, like, hey, there's always help.
More Toronto.
I know that we all see it and feel it among our communities and in our circles.
We have been promoting 211 as the main access point so people don't have to go to a police response at all.
News Talk 1010 Toronto.
CTV's The Social, Canada's #1 daytime talk show, is back with a new season, a new time, and a new co-host.
Tune in.
Andrea Bain joins The Social. Stream now on ctv.ca and the CTV app.
Did you receive a Canada Emergency Business Account loan and want to take advantage of up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness, but might struggle to meet the January 2024 repayment deadline? The Merchant Growth CEBA Refinance Program is the solution. With financing for Merchant Growth, eligible CEBA applicants can pay off their balance by qualifying in minutes. Refinance your CEBA loan balance now to unlock up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness. Apply today at cebarefi.ca. That's cebarefi.ca.
Alec Van Ryk of Van Ryk Jewelers.
Customers can feel that this is a company that is different. Reputation, honesty, integrity, and the most important thing is the expertise, and that you will feel and know that you have come to the best place that you could have ever chosen.
Call Van Ryk today at 416-440-0123 or visit Van Ryk, that's VANRIJK.com.
Time is running out. The $100 ultimate draw date is January 4th. With odds of 1 in 25,000, OLG's $100 ultimate ticket is your best chance to win $1 million. But you'll have to act fast. So grab your $100 ultimate ticket now, in store, before it's gone.
Odds of winning the $1 million top prize are approximately 1 in 25,000. The most favorable odds for prize of this value offered by OLG. At the time of purchase, some prizes may have already been claimed. Must be 18 plus years of age at the time of purchase to play.
Unhibernate, verb, to laugh in the face of snow because you drive a Subaru. As in, when I unhibernate, I have the roads all to myself because my Subaru has symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and others don't. Or, the award-winning safety in my Subaru means I can unhibernate all winter while my neighbors stare longingly from their bedroom windows. Or my favorite usage, I am going to unhibernate by visiting my local Subaru dealer for a holiday bonus. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence.
Hey there, Canadian snowbirds. Planning your escape to warmer destinations? Don't forget the most essential part of your trip, travel insurance. Picture this. You're basking in the sun, sipping a pina colada, and suddenly life throws you a curveball. Medical emergency, delayed luggage, trip interruption? Don't worry. Goose Insurance has you covered. Canada's best insurance app. With Goose, you get $10 million in travel medical and get coverage for your unstable pre-existing medical condition. Download the Goose app today or visit gooseinsurance.com.
iHeartRadio is your destination for all things Christmas. From 24/7 Christmas music to the stories behind your favorite holiday hits. Make iHeart the Holidays your go-to for all your favorite Christmas music. Available anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
It's beginning to look a lot like...
Turn up the songs that get you in the spirit. Ask your smart speaker to play iHeart the Holidays on iHeartRadio. Always on, always free.
It's the holidays at Staples, which means saving like never before. Give them the gift of wireless so they can stay connected. After all, catching up with family and friends is what this time of year is all about. Save on devices from Bell and Virgin Plus and have them sending merry messages in minutes. And with the latest smartphones from Staples, they can keep in touch anytime, anywhere. Find gifts they'll love for every holiday budget at your local Staples store now. Ask an in-store associate today about our exciting offers.
Lower bills, sweet lower bills, add up to save. Why overpay? Savings are here, spreading the cheer to every home. Rent or you own, we insulate to terminate drafts. Give me that smart thermostat. Energy save, customers rave. Both young and old, keep out the cold.
If your household qualifies, you can receive free energy-saving upgrades from the Enbridge Gas Home Winterproofing Program. Terms and conditions apply. See details at enbridgegas.com/winterproofing.
When I think of affordable data, I think of Virgin Plus.
Nationwide data, there's so much of it.
It's hard to ignore the value.
You're gonna pay less, yes you will, yes less, pay less, yes.
And the member benefits are over the top.
Virgin Plus, obviously.
Oh, where can I get this song? Conditions apply. Visit a Virgin Plus store or virginplus.ca for details. Also, obviously.
This is Jerry Agar on the iHeartRadio Talk Network.
And